broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I might move.
Yeah, it is. It's just a shoulder lean.
Hey.
Pass me a drink, I'm important. Kisses on the cheek, I'm important.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta After Show. I'm joined in studio with my favorite peoples in the world. We got Miss Kennelia Stradwick.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
There's Nicolette Sensei Don't Play Gaona.
Hey.
Stephaune, I am more fire Wallace.
With my woes.
Aw, Stephaune.
That was cute.
I got my woes.
I hate the word woes, but I accept it when you said it.
You know,
I'll be your woe.
Yeah, I can't, I don't know, I said it one time, on Instagram as a caption, then I was like, I feel really stupid saying woes, with my woes,
whoa.
it's never gonna happen, okay?
I just can't.
My woes, I cannot.
All right, well, I can't with this goddamn episode. It was kind of like...
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I can't.
The episode was kind of a filler episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good episode.
Really?
What are y'all talking about?
It was standard. I mean, it was like the last 30,000.
Standard ratch. Standard ratch.
Yo, we've seen a lot of episodes of Love and Hip Hop.
No, I mean,
We really have.
Do y'all know how
We've
many
seen
episodes
people
we've
come
seen?
and go. We've seen people stay and suck.
I feel like we need a therapy session,
I
just to
take
kind
one.
of
I'll take
detox it
Clean
out
your
of our
brain.
system.
Because I be sometimes thinking, is my life love and hip hop? There be days that I'm like, okay, this cannot happen in my life.
Sometimes
why
I
is
be
it
accepting a
happening?
little too much from people. I'm
Right, seriously. There's days where I'm like, am I gonna end up like Tara? I get paranoid. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me not make my life like hers.
oh my god. Well,
Real shit.
maybe, but let's just hope it ain't gonna be like Rashida, because I just cannot with the fact that you are
I
married, showing up at. I mean, what was this house being built?
Kirk, you could get a very nice house. And Stephaune brought this up. He asked off camera, yo, how much are houses in Atlanta? Because I could have sworn you can get a really nice house.
A good house.
My
For
thing
$200K.
is, you just bought an apartment. It's what, 3,500 apartments that you're paying monthly, and water bill, everything. And
She said he spent $32,000 a day. In a day.
In a day.
in a day. 30.
But I mean,
Stuff
when you
and
building a
materials
house,
is expensive.
Yeah. When you building a house, that could happen. I don't think they talked about the house, period.
I mean, that's fucking weird.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like she just pulls up and he's building a house.
Oh, yeah, baby, I'm building a house
feel like
with
they
our
don't
with our
communicate.
savings.
I'd be right up there with the blueprints, well, this is the new blueprints for Poison.
Right.
So start building it.
Honey, I can't wait till she just drops it on him. Oh, do you want to come to my grand opening? Yes, thanks.
She won't have no
She won't
money
do
left
that.
to
Yeah.
do it.
She be getting punked a lot, though.
Yeah,
she don't.
She needs to get the divorce papers and divorce his ass.
And that's what I'm saying. If
She ain't
all
got
this
no
is
money to get
scripted
it.
though, and she playing this up, I'm just like, what? Why?
I don't
Yeah.
believe it at this point. Because think about it. Kirk really looked like the type of dude that would do this. He looked like the type
yeah.
of dude that would go sit with Rashida and a contractor and say, "This is the house," and then take the blueprints and switch it up and build a whole nother house, and then we'll proceed.
But Rashida
with
don't
it.
come off as the type of girl that would be in that situation.
Rashida's
I mean, even though
supposed to
she
be the
is,
boss
you know what I mean?
bitch.
Well, marriage has
Show me
changed
your
you,
game.
though.
That's a front, though.
You're
That's a
married, you're being
front. She's
played.
weak when it comes to Kirk.
Because Kirk has how many other kids?
A gazillion.
6, at least.
His grandchildren too.
You know what I mean? That's what I worry about. I just don't want, after watching the show, in 10 years from now, I'm looking back damn, why'd I do that? And you're just looking at where you are.
Do
I'm
what?
Bitch, I'm just there ain't no point in Rashida's life where she looking at damn, when they were telling me he shouldn't manage me, I should have listened.
Well, that was 20 years ago.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
At this point,
I missed
she's
the
in it for
bus.
a long run, like Tara, whatever. At this point, she needs to move on with
It's a
her
good
life.
Christian
I
woman.
just
There you go,
cannot.
Rashida. You stay in that marriage. All right.
Jeez.
She talking about she gonna freeze the account.
And then he said, "You can't do that legally. I already checked. I know everything about what I'm doing with the money. Like, whatever.
I'm gonna just keep on
Stop
throwing her money
threatening
away.
me. You're not gonna do
She
anything.
can withdraw it and put it in another account.
True.
Stop talking loud.
That's what she should do.
She
Nobody
can't
cares.
open up another account, pull that money out, and put it into an account with her name on it
she
only.
need to do that.
She can leave $20 in there. Like, oh, it's some money in there. It's $20 in there. The minimum to keep the account
My
open.
card declined when I went to the.
Sure that is.
I pulled it out and put
wanna
it
go get a
into
haircut.
another account
Yeah.
Why don't you sell the apartment?
because you're bad with money.
Sell the apartment.
Matter
You
of
can't
fact,
say.
why don't you
can't
rent
sell
out the apartment and make it into a business so maybe you can make some money from this apartment that you wanted to?
And make them hoes start paying. You got hoes. Make them hoes start running something in that apartment. You better do
Oh, but
something.
let's be real. Kirk ain't got no hoes though.
But what do
He
you
got,
what do
he
you got
got
to
no
do?
host,
Kirk
but he
ain't
has
get no
this
host.
artist over here trying to
What do you
act
got
like
the
she's
apartment
Jennifer
for?
Lopez in a damn car with her sunglasses on, her hair in that stupid ass little bun. Okay, with her hair down.
And
I'd be like,
girl,
my
she got a
bun, so
lift.
she needs to get it together.
Rashida said, "Kirk, you need
Clearly,
to."
that was a lift.
She said, "You need to sell some of your motorcycles. Some of your motorcycles. You need to sell one of your cars." He got a lot of stuff.
It's just why I'm just confused by it.
He's selfish. He
of
buys
this.
only things for him. Like, he don't even think about her. He does not think about Rashida at all. At all.
I mean,
At all. I don't even
Kirk's
know if he
dick
goes
game
through
gotta
the day.
be bomb, or he just shoving his Adam's
no.
apple in her pussy. You know what I mean? Like
There's
rubbing his Adam's apple against her clit. Like,
I think
That's in the
to
butthole.
me,
She
it
gotta
seems
get that.
like to me it seems like
Eat
at
it
this
again in the
point,
butthole.
Kirk is the type. Kirk is the type. If she tried to
Double
leave him,
penetration.
he will make this very difficult
I'm
for
done.
her. So to me, it seems like she's sticking.
I
this
can't even
out.
listen to you because all I
Yeah,
see
I'm
is
sorry.
Kirk's Adam's apple
her
in
booty hole?
her booty hole.
I can't with y'all.
Like, you guys,
Stephaune.
okay.
DP.
Sorry.
His apple,
okay.
whatever thing, is not that big, okay?
No, it's just.
I could believe it on that, but not in that.
I tune it on my bubble gum.
Oh my god, so anyway. He has no dick game. I
in
just
that
think
movie.
Rashida's just really stupid.
How
Because
is-
no.
Why are they spending money so reckless?
He's spending money
Right.
recklessly.
But she co-signing
She
it.
over
She ain't telling him to stop. She knows that he has cars. She knows that he has motorcycles. She knows that there's a house
She
being
doesn't
built because
have
she
to
drove up
co-sign
to
any
it.
of this stuff.
She
Yeah,
knows that there's
they're
an apartment
married.
because she
And-
talked about it.
And if
She don't have to co-sign
Yeah.
on cars.
I mean, I don't mean co-signing like on a dotted line. I mean, she's okay with it.
No.
well, if she has to like co-sign, he's gonna co-sign for her because he's done forged her signatures plenty of it.
But she doesn't know. This whole
doesn't
time he could
care.
have the car over at the other apartment in the parking garage. Like, she didn't know, but she just found out about this
She
shit.
don't know shit.
My thing is, businesswoman, this bitch seemed legit because in her little closet, everything seemed pretty organized.
Yeah,
And
well, I think she really just wants to do her story, and he should really have her do it because I feel really bad for her. But he's just like pointless. I just can't with him.
There's something missing there. There's something
Kirk
missing in
looks
between
like
the two
the
of them.
type that if she tried to divorce him, he would make it real ugly. And to me, it seemed like she in one of these is cheaper to keep him situations. Because Kirk looked like he's bitter. He looked like he'll drag her through the mug, try to take everything she has.
I feel it because I stayed in a relationship because I was just like, it ain't working this month. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna be convenient for me to to just stop everything right now. So I guess I'm just gonna pay for your ass another fucking 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, I feel it, but it's just like, you married and you have kids. It's like,
Yeah, there's a lot of ties there.
deal with the situation, honey, because your child's being raised in this.
and if all of their accounts are together, you gotta break up all of that money, and then Kirk gonna try to act like he was doing this, and she's gonna have to prove that she was doing that. It's the stuff like it gets ugly.
Too much.
Don't
So-
get married. That's the,
Well, you
the
know.
moral to the.
No, that's not the moral to this story.
To marry a
We're
good
basing
guy.
this
feeling
on
that way,
love and
though.
hip hop.
No, not just about
Here
love
we
and
go
hip hop.
again.
I'm not just feeling that about love and hip hop, but I've been noticing in regular life.
Because
That-
people watch this shit and they're psychologically
Well, you know,
fucked
actually,
A lot
up.
of people-
statistically,
I mean-
Stephaune, marriage benefits more men than it does women.
What do you mean benefits? Like
Marriage is more
financially?
beneficial overall, statistically, to men than it is to women.
That makes sense.
Well, how that makes sense?
Because
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of men need a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all,
but-
most of men can't even wipe their own butt. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Y'all
let's
can't
not go
cook.
Guys
A
will
lot
be
of men need
fine.
someone to be their encouragement, to make sure they're eating properly, to make sure they're going to their doctor's appointment, their health, they're on point. Because a lot of
Oh,
y'all,
see, I'm
if
not
y'all
doing
not a
that.
woman
Y'all can get it
around,
together.
a lot of them will just be like, oh well,
Yeah. But so if
Destiny shot over here. Question.
51% of marriages,
I'm just saying.
over half the marriages are ending in divorce. I'm just saying, as a guy that's looking into the future of possibilities, I'm really torn.
Okay, well, that's a conversation we'll have after this.
Okay, all right.
You're going through some other shit.
Of course it won't.
Kirk, Jock, and Tony meet
I
up,
want to get married.
and Kirk starts talking about his money drama with Rashida, and it's just like, can we promote healthy friendships to where I'm just saying, like, when you hear your friend say something fucked up and stupid, you say, you know what? Maybe in this situation, that's not appropriate.
Right.
Maybe you are wrong. You know,
Maybe
Kirk,
you're wrong.
maybe we shouldn't be here right now. Actually, now that you just told me that story, maybe you should go home to your wife.
Jesse, they don't think like that.
I
Because they're
understand. That's
all
why I
the
just had that whole
same.
conversation. Can we please get some fucking morals? Like, at least, what's his name last season? Rich Dollars finally broke down a little bit and was like, well...
Yeah, but you're talking about
I know I'm a
Tony
sleaze
Vic,
bag,
Young
but-
Jock, and Kirk.
Right.
Tony Vic, Young Jock, and Kirk. You might as well have put added Peter Guns in there and just messed the whole
Peter.
situation up.
I mean,
Creep Squad
You know what I'm saying?
2.0.
2.0.
Young Jock talking about KD's fucking 50 Shades situation. He's like, but you know, the thing is, I missed her. Tony's like, well, why don't you make another #1 hit record to get her back? Well, clearly that ain't happening.
Anytime soon.
You better link up with
That'll
Stevie
take
since
another
Stevie
10
giving
years.
out tunes.
Okay, since the fans want us to talk about it, I played Stingy with My Cootie Cat.
Stingy with my cootie cat.
I didn't know what it was till
Yes.
Jesse told me about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and happy birthday to Naomi TV. Our
Coco
Twitter
Naomi TV,
follower.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
She be
girl.
sending us all the funniest memes ever. And
She
she be
does.
supporting us. So
Yes,
happy birthday, girl.
she's cool.
Stingy with My Cootie Cat.
I loved it.
Oh.
I did. I loved it. It grew on me.
It's
Jesse,
catchy.
don't
It's
even play.
catchy.
You said you liked it too.
I did. I
so
did.
don't try to
For
get that
Jocelyn,
luck.
I liked it.
Okay, exactly.
For Jocelyn.
It looked like
Of
a
course.
train wreck. It was two crackheads with an iPhone. Oh, you know what?
Like-
Oliver Stone must have. It looked like
They can't get Oliver Stone.
Natural Born Killers. Y'all
They
ever watch
can't book
that?
Oliver
The way
Stone.
the way they saw it through the eyes of the acid dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Fear and
That's
Loathing.
what I felt.
I mean, it had no concept.
I feel like it was
obviously.
Tom
a
and
hot
Jerry
mess,
made
but
a
it was
music
good.
video.
My mind tuned out after like the first 30 seconds.
But-
oh no.
What I did say is it's catchy.
This is-
Stevie found a way to actually give Jocelyn a type of record that could possibly work for her. Like, I'm just because I don't know how to explain what I saw and heard
Yeah,
because
you
it's
can
never going to be
explain
played on a
it.
radio.
Right.
Never going to be played in a club. It's like one of those things that you just watch on
But
Mondays
it was
because you're
produced
reminded.
very well, and it was such a Stevie J record.
It could have been on Uncut if BET Uncut was still on.
True.
It could have been
Yeah, it
on
could've.
Uncut. Uncut used to be the show.
Anytime you look at a video and you say, I can't really explain what I just saw, that's a bad video.
What you doing like that? What you doing like
They
that?
had the funny glasses on. They were jumping out of the car.
Yeah, it was just like that. You see-
Jocelyn was only wearing this.
She's like, pop it, pop it, pop it.
with tape over her nipple.
Pop
Tape
it,
over
pop
her
it.
nipple. She
Like
stayed true to her
electrical tape,
character.
though.
She
did
stayed
stay
true to her
true to her
character.
character.
It was Home Depot tape.
Lord.
Speaking of Stevie, we got an appearance from Miss Faith Evans tonight.
Faith.
She's
Love
so
her.
pretty.
She
love
is
Miss
everything. We've been making hits since the 90s. You made hits in the 90s. And now she's coming to visit you.
Swag.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was cool. I thought it was great support. The fact that she would even care. Hopefully it wasn't just for her to be on Love and Hip Hop,
It
but I don't feel like it was that at all. I felt like she
No.
genuinely
No.
cared.
Friendship,
Yeah,
yeah.
they had a pass. That was really cool. And they talked about it. That was nice of her.
They did a little humming, a little singing.
Yeah.
And then he said, I want to get in the lab with you.
It was like, I mean,
Wow,
no, I
whoa,
can see
whoa.
Faith doing something. Stevie has, when you worked with somebody and they produce hits for you, I mean,
There's a chemistry there.
yeah, why wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Like, come on, because she
They can work
knows
out.
his work and he actually delivered. Stevie
Yeah.
used to deliver. So I mean,
And if he sobered up, he might get old Stevie back. He said he want a second chance.
Stevie produced My Money, More Problems.
Well, maybe.
Notorious Thugs. Most of the songs off 112 first album. I can keep going.
But he also
Money for the
So
Mariah
bring it
Carey's
back.
album.
But he also produced this. Don't you want my goodie card? That's where we're at now.
That's where he is now.
That was for his girl, though. He did something to, help her out.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least he showed.
And we're gonna see. I mean, no shade. We're gonna really see his work put to the test with this new Diddy album.
I'm excited.
I'm too.
Yeah.
Hopefully he
When
brings
is that
it
coming?
back.
I believe the end of the month.
Oh yeah, because I heard Diddy say something about he's touring and something.
Triple. I mean, no one needs to see a Diddy tour, but
Janet Jackson's gonna be back. I'm excited about that, but that's another conversation.
conversations in a cafe. Mama D. I mean, y'all,
She
we done
glowing,
talked
honey.
about some ratchet scenes, but this Hooters scene was like
No, honey, this was Hooters.
claim jumper, whatever.
Yeah.
That was
in
just
the
the
corner,
hood chicken spot.
right?
Guthrie's.
In
Shout
the
out to
cut,
Tallahassee,
like-
Florida.
No, but you know why? Because you know that glass that they have. I'm so mad we had them here at AfterBuzz, but like those are from Walmart.
Yeah. The amaretto sour glass. He had a hood drink. I was like, they hood. He had an amaretto sour.
Amaretto sour, Vegas. That's all.
7 years in the pen.
Mama D and Ernest, 7 years in the pen. They're at this chicken spot, and all of a sudden,
He's like, you need to check your drink,
check your drink.
And he
Like,
put it on the cherry.
but you don't feel
Ernest.
how smooth he thought he was when he said that. Check your drink.
I know he was being
I got something for you.
it was
Be like,
ratchet.
That's all he tried. He fresh out the pen.
the silver-plated
better.
particles are floating in it now.
He tried. He was in prison.
It was cute. No,
And if low key, if Mama D wasn't on Love and Hip Hop, she would have been like, "Girl."
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes.
She would have really been
like,
so
sweet.
He just did for me.
Exactly.
It was hustle and flow cute.
Yeah.
Early hustle and flow.
Right.
Yeah.
So, he puts the drink over. Mama D was horrified, like, "Ugh, this is how you think you gonna treat a queen? You come bring me the chicken spot?" Dipped her hands in the wine, y'all.
I would get my ring.
No.
And then she's like,
he
okay.
threw it. He put it.
Put it in the wine. She dipped her hands in the wine
She's like, hold on, let me get my ring real quick.
and
I
then
was just
had him
getting
put the
nervous.
commitment ring on.
Ernest just
Holla.
was trying to show her a good time.
Holla at Ernest.
Ernest was just
He
trying to
stood,
be a
though.
stand-up man.
Yeah.
She kind of shit on him a little bit, and Ernest stood through that ring in the wine and was like,
oh,
"Better
yeah,
take
he
that
was like,
ring."
right.
And she got that ring.
You knew she wasn't not gonna not get the ring.
She got that ring.
But here's why I'm mad at Mona, because Mona, come on, you play all this ratchet shit, and you know they finished the wine, and I just wanted to see that on TV. I wanted to see her dunk her hand in there and then finish that. I know it happened. I mean, I would have done it. Moving on. Scrappy, Mama D. Mama D looked good. Ernest must be turning down because, bitch,
She was glowing.
Mama had her groove back, bitch.
Yeah.
She got her hair
like, I'm
cut. She was like,
She was happy in love, giddy like a schoolgirl. It was nice.
when you see Mama D out with all the dogs, she was like, no, bitch, we all gonna roll up today.
Right. She was too excited.
That's cute.
They talk about Scrappy's sister Jasmine, how much she hates Ernest. And of course, when people hate each other, what do? Let's bring them all together. So Mama D wants to throw a dinner at Scrappy's house with Ernest's mom, who also hates Mama D. So I'm like, how old is this bitch gonna be coming on this show?
She got to be about 70.
Still hating somebody.
Well, maybe
though.
she was a young mom, so
Right.
she's like 65.
And she holding on to this. And so then we get
Ernest is like what? 60.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She gotta be pushing like
That was his
91.
vibe.
She gotta come on the show with an oxygen tank, like.
No, she probably
my
okay. If
gosh.
Ernest 60, she probably like 67.
They hood though. I wonder what part of West Palm Beach, Florida they're from.
17?
Oh.
Teen mom.
No, seriously, no shit when she was 7. My bad. And I was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Damn it.
was like, I'm with a child. Nah, you never know.
So her eggs
Old or
were
young.
ovulating.
I can't wait
Whirling.
to see her because if she don't like Mama D and she's Ernest's mom, then
There's some
We're in for a treat.
nice parts of West Palm Beach, by the way. So I don't
there
know.
are.
I don't know where she's from out there, but could be a nice area.
So I was excited because I thought the dinner scene tonight was the dinner scene, but it wasn't. It was just Scrappy and Bams. The Bams.
The pre-dinner scene.
Yeah, meeting up with Jasmine and her boo. Mm-hmm. And Jasmine real upset. She feels Ernest is doing nothing, but Ernest came out the pen. He see Mama D with her single out.
Right, no one's checking for her single. I think it just more has to do with just your issues with him.
Yeah, that's all I would say.
Okay.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Ernest in his one-on-one looked like he was born and raised for Love and Hip Hop. Like he looked like
everything.
like he just fit right on in. Like with the,
He was like, "Let me get one of
the
my
Brady Bunch."
I mean, Mama D out here trying to tell me what to do. He was to be fair right now. He did have on his.
So excited.
She out here.
Silk leopard print button. I'm like, stop it. I can't.
How close?
I thought I could, but I can't. There was a time where I can, and I could, but I can't.
Yes, dude. How close does Jasmine and Bambi look? They look
like they hate each other.
Well, they look like they related to each other. That's weird for me, for Scrappy.
I think it's because Mama D has the long face, Bambi has a long face, and Jasmine got the long face.
I know, but then if you grew up with this girl, I can't date a girl that looked like my sister.
I feel like
Sometimes
guys
that's
would be...
what dudes do, kind of.
No, your mama maybe, but not your sister. You
My
been seeing
sister
that?
and her fiance, they'd be looking like.
Looking alike?
Yeah. They look like brother and sister.
Now that's going to be so...
No, but not the boy and the girl looking like each other. I'm talking you dating a girl that looks like the girl that you grew up with in your house.
How do you think that's not weird, but you think it's weird to date someone that reminds you of your mom, looks like your mom? Like
No, I mean like features like your mom, or like attributes.
No, that's weird too.
Yeah, like it
happens.
Girls marry guys that
I
have
get
the
it.
same
Yeah, 100%.
characteristics as their dad. And same.
But so what's the difference between having the same characteristics as your best friend's sister?
It's your sister.
It's your mom.
Right, you came out of the vagina, so you like, I'm going to go back on in.
They probably banged together. Yeah, that's weird to me.
When they were like 2.
Yeah.
Right. So now you want this girl? She look like my...
Anyway.
So that day
you only child, aren't you?
Yep.
You're right.
Basically, Jasmine...
I ain't see nobody naked. I ain't bathed none of y'all. I don't know none of y'all.
Anyways, so, all right, Jocelyn and Margot meet up. Margot.
Oh.
And Jocelyn says, you never know. Your enemy's enemy might be your best friend. Jocelyn, this is not the type of virtues you should be carrying on in the world.
And Margot's so excited. I cannot stand her because she was just ready to be on the show. She was just sitting in her apartment in New York, just going like this, waiting for Nico to set it all up because she knew it was all going to happen.
waiting.
And she's like, okay, so now it's my turn to come on the show and blame it all on Mimi, and I'm just so ready.
Margot would probably work the catering company at the sex premiere.
With that bow tie, honey, and that hair, honey.
Here's my thing with Margot, though. Okay, so
She's looking like Janelle No Way.
Janelle, no way. Oh my gosh.
So she dropped the little bomb about Mimi, but now, what else does she have to offer?
Nothing.
So that's it.
Nothing.
So that's her whole thing. She should have held it maybe longer.
Yeah. Y'all need to stay tuned because it's gonna be like a therapy session.
Well, I'm not.
What are you talking about?
You and Nico still talked throughout this whole time. You guys knew what you were doing. No one was believing you. No one believes you, girl.
And I'm not going around town saying Nico told me this, so it must be true. Like
okay,
you
looking like you believe in Kenya and Apollo. Like,
it's like what?
Right.
Nico, out of all people, Nico, I can't.
Like, she sounds stupid sticking up for that man. Like,
but I mean, look, every girl on this show be sticking up for their
no, but the difference is that she was in the plan.
She fits in perfectly, just along with everyone else on the goddamn show. She's a great character to have added. There you go, Mona.
She's kind of tall too.
Mimi was behind the sex tape, though. Apparently,
dun dun dun.
She was the one one that was like, yeah, I want to put a porn out. Hell no. She is a mother.
And Nico was like, maybe we shouldn't.
Right. Get out of here.
Are you sure?
Are you sure you want to do something like this? What if they find out? Nico, beat
Get
it.
out of here. Right.
Boy, bye.
So here's what we'll do.
And Mimi like, so you gonna say you dropped the bag? Let's record it. Get camera people. I'm gonna drop the contract off of Vivid. Do all of this.
guys, I'm
and
not-
Nico's like,
You know what?
you
Maybe
want.
all this time we've been rashing on Nico. Maybe poor Nico.
You ain't never getting that out of me.
Y'all in rare form.
Carly and
Never getting that out of
Jocelyn
me.
meet up at Paper Source.
Like, I actually
What is
loved,
it called?
Papyrus.
I love Jocelyn's outfit.
What's on there?
I would
the
dress
Pocahontas.
up.
The Pocahontas.
Yes, I love the Pocahontas.
Not in Hallmark. Like what?
I mean, fuck it, whatever.
Anywhere.
Papyrus. Yeah,
Anywhere.
that's exactly what that was.
Things remembered with that
Paper
outfit on.
Source. So she's talking and she's gonna throw herself a party to meet some new girls.
This is my thing, is why is she really trying to wild out why her husband is in rehab? Like, girl, I can't.
Because this just shows the relationship in
she needs
5 years from
help.
now.
She really needs help.
So she
You
says
think there's going to be a relationship 5 years from now?
no, meaning this is showing that there will
It's
not be
the
that.
decline of.
So Jocelyn says that her and Jessica Dime were never that cool. You know, all these bitches, they just be like, you know, they might have seen me somewhere and they be saying, oh, I know Jocelyn. But you claim you friends with Black China, and Black China probably looking like...
No, her and Black China are probably friends. I mean, they both worked at a strip club.
They probably know each other.
Okay, yes, but she don't need to be claiming Diamond Princess. I mean, Jocelyn was on before her, so yeah, that does make sense. Why is she trying to get in contact with me?
Because Jessica's saying, like, bitch, if we were fucking grinding our fucking pussies on the same fucking gonorrhea ass fucking pole, and you was kicking it with me back then, and now you done suck some new dick, and now you on fucking TV, and you ain't gonna pick up my phone call? Bye, bitch, because I got all your tea.
Jocelyn's saying bye too. Like,
I got
say
all
what you
your
want to
tea.
say. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, that's acting
Bye.
brand new.
I'm just saying, and she gonna say something that Jocelyn ain't gonna like that she gonna say.
Of course, and that's why Jocelyn's not having it. She don't care. She don't want to put that.
That's why she doesn't want to be friends with Jessica, because Jessica reminds her of a time that she don't want to be around. But say that.
But we know that time, Jocelyn. You told us before.
And there's no difference between Jessica Dime and Black China.
At all.
That's
Except-
true.
And Jocelyn
That's
Hernandez.
true.
There's no difference.
Yeah, they're all the same.
That's true.
Peas in a pod. Y'all should just start a girl group together. There you go. Don't do that.
They elevate quick.
3 weeks.
It's coming.
Jocelyn learning salsa with
cat.
Carly West.
So are the producers that's gonna put them on. They're gonna be coming too. Ooh.
Jocelyn's learning salsa with Carly at this party, and then we meet Prima Donna, which I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like Prima Donna.
Yep.
I feel like she gonna.
I don't understand how like where did she come from? I'm so
She's
confused.
gonna be like the refined Rashida.
Is
With
she?
red hair. The Rashida with the red hair. You know what I'm talking about? McDonald's.
Oh yeah. I like this blue hair though. She was giving me a hello, good morning, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, it's nice.
With that blue.
Okay, I was not thinking Nicki
cute.
Minaj, but I do like the blue hair.
It's
I
that
did like the
exact
blue.
haircut.
No, it's not.
I love that everybody's from Miami all of a sudden
Image
on
driven
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Better flow.
So she is a multi-million-dollar business owner. Apparently, I'm gonna have to Google that.
I can't.
From Miami, and they met through
She
Black
probably
China.
owns an internet boutique, okay?
They're literally bussing people in.
Or she
from
books,
Miami
or she
to
probably
keep the show
books
going.
people.
We will bus you in from wherever your city
Love and
is.
Hip Hop
She
Miami is gonna
books
be
strippers.
next.
Yep.
This is the segue
To
to Love
host
and Hip Hop.
club.
They were talking about it.
That's probably what she does.
She books strippers to host club.
Yeah.
Which is a madam. Let's now all keep it real about what we're talking about.
There are
Strippers
madams.
are prostitutes.
Chrissy.
Well, not all strippers.
Not all, but
No, yeah.
in Florida,
Let's not put them all in the box.
especially Miami, these strippers do have sex for money.
Oh, we already talked about this. I
Shoot,
can't.
regular Renita is having sex for money now. Listen, if you really want to talk about it,
Carly
That's
Red out here.
prostitution.
regular
That's
old
prostitution.
Sarah that work in HR is having. What is this?
Escorting is the new Starbucks.
Escorting is the new Starbucks.
Margot shows
all
up,
wrong.
spills all the tea. to these random guys. Prima Donna's sitting in here like, what is happening?
And why are y'all so excited about this?
And Prima Donna's
Carly
sitting there
don't know
like,
how to feel because she's still cool with Mimi. So
Carly knew how to feel. She just acted like she didn't know how to feel on camera, so that way when Mimi watches this back, she's like, no, girl, you seen how I was just like, shocked, girl. I couldn't believe what she was telling me. As soon as she seen Margot walk in, she knew what the fuck Margot was going to come on that bitch's mouth.
She was like, yes.
So you're saying Mimi was the one
She said,
who
Jocelyn.
released the sex tape?
Why hasn't anybody said to Margot, wait, so
write it
Nico
down.
told you this? And then Margot has to say, yeah. And then they say, ha! And then laughed, and this became a joke. Why hasn't anybody took it to that?
Well, because one, she's talking to
That's not
Carly
a part of
Rudd.
the script.
She's talking to Carly Rudd.
One, she's talking to Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Okay. Two, she's
Jocelyn
talking
wants to
Carly
believe
Rudd.
that, period.
Right.
Carly Rudd is just like,
Well,
T. And
time.
fucking Prima Donna's like, I ain't telling these
Oh, this is
bitches
too
nothing.
right.
All right, so Mimi, though, wants to get Tiffany Fox with Rico Love, Jazzy Faye, and all this stuff.
No, she wants to get two girls who want the same thing, who have color hair, okay, have big tits and big asses,
Well,
and
Tiffany
they
Fox
both
doesn't.
want it. Well, her ass is whatever,
That
but
is average.
all I'm saying is that they're very similar with probably very strong personalities. Mimi, what are you doing?
It was stupid because, so here's the thing. Tiffany Fox is not that she's anything relevant, but I know of her.
Right.
Okay.
We all know of her.
Everyone knows
before.
of her. She was under Lil' Kim. So I don't know what happened with that tea. But when it comes to Jessica probably felt ways because of the fact that now you bring in, not that the girl looked similar to her, but more so the fact that like you bring Tiffany Fox, and I feel like Jessica felt intimidated.
Well, of course she did.
And it's
I mean, you know, when
disrespectful.
you're talking about your career, like, you don't want another bitch there. Like, you just don't. But it was, at the end of the day, it was Mimi's wrongdoing. She should have never had both of the girls in the same room. That was
Yeah.
really stupid.
As a manager, and Jessica kind of
Yeah.
expressed this. She was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna have no time for somebody else," because as an artist, she
Well-
wants to believe that her manager is wholeheartedly dedicated to her. So that's what Mimi has to. She has to give off that perception, and she didn't. You can't bring both these girls in there,
Right, but at
It
the
just
same
don't make
time,
sense.
Jessica, like, here's why you'll never make it in the industry.
Literally what she just did. Like, Jazzy Faye is really
Who
respected.
thought she was
Why would
gonna
you
make it
turn
in
up
the
like
industry?
that?
Now, Tiffany
These are
might have a chance working with
strippers.
Jazzy still. Tiffany
Right.
kept it cute. She walked out and was like, she shouldn't have called her a bitch.
Right.
But
should've
Jazzy
done-
gonna
This
say
is what
was
she should have
defending
done.
herself.
As soon as that girl, you know, was like yelling at her, she should have been like, well, Mimi invited me, but I'm going to leave. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, Jazzy shouldn't talk to Mimi anymore. I would, if I were him,
You
I
disrespect
would
my
be
studio.
more not willing to connect with Mimi than the other two. Because
That Jessica bitch was.
Right.
Because no, it wouldn't even have gotten to this point. Mimi, you trying to tell me you did not know that you were gonna bring two girls with these type of personalities into this meeting and nothing was gonna pop off?
Yeah.
I wouldn't deal with Mimi because you can't separate. You can't determine who will and who won't pop out and what you can and cannot do.
You
Why
can't
would
differentiate
you
love
even
and
do
hip
that?
hop and your actual
can't
job.
even- yeah.
You can't tell the difference.
Like, why would you do that?
You're loving hip hop and your actual job.
I
hilarious.
wouldn't deal with Mimi anymore.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't deal with Diamond or Mimi.
I mean, at this point, Jazzy Faye is really, the reality is Jazzy Faye ain't gonna work with none of them bitches.
right. And Jazz is like,
That was entertainment for him, but he really was just sitting there shocked, like,
Like, she's really turning up.
you're in my
Like,
building.
Yep.
Right.
And that's what blew my mind of Mimi. Like, Mimi, as soon as you see this starting to escalate, like,
Stand
pull
up,
one of them aside and
excuse
say, this is
yeah.
disrespectful. This is
Right.
his house, his building. It's common sense. Now you look crazy, girl.
And she could easily squash it by just correcting the whole thing. Hey, girls, this is my fault. Listen, Tiffany, wait for me outside, sweetheart, and this is what we're going to do, or whatever.
I mean, it just went all wrong.
She's not
Jessica
a good
could have threw a
manager.
punch.
Jazzy Faye was not having it at all. Jazzy Faye was like, y'all just need to get up out of here. Like,
You're like, you're ratchet.
okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
On that note, let's head to predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
So Stevie's discharged.
Or he has discharged. What?
Probably both.
Yes, it's true.
Or he definitely will after next week. He gonna fuck Jocelyn.
Kitty cat.
With the
I didn't say that, Stevie. Come on, dog. That's my dog.
Anyway. Ernest, well, we get the dinner.
Yeah.
Ernest gets upset. Then Mama D looked like she gonna smack Jasmine.
Her own daughter.
Well,
like,
she been
It
beating her
doesn't
since they was
surprise me.
kids. She's been beating her for many years.
They
I love that
drag
his
her
name's-
across the table.
I love that his name's Ernest. Is that because
it's
Ernest
a
goes to
perfect
jail?
fit.
You see?
Ernest
I don't
goes
know.
to
That's
jail.
funny. 90s.
My most shocking thing for next week is how all Rashida's #1 idol turned on her.
Oh, Rashida versus Kirk's hoe.
Yes.
You're too old for this. Like,
Yeah, that's wild.
I'd be like, driver, roll up that window, please. Right on her fucking neck.
Yo.
I would have smashed
That's
that car.
wild.
I'd be like, you ain't talking to me like
Like,
that.
did you see what my mother did to him last year?
Well, she's just
honey.
turning up for the cameras. That's when you know,
Call
girl,
Deb.
just go back home and never
But
come
you know
out.
she a little punk because she done put up her window herself. She was like,
Listen, Rashida's the punk. If she's not saying to her husband, I'm not going to say one more word to that chick. I need you to go straight in that situation.
he ain't gonna do nothing.
Right, so then
He gave
who's
this
the punk? Rashida's
bartender.
the punk.
He gave a
Only way to
bartender.
her to do that is her to
His
leave her tomorrow.
number
No, bitch.
to babysit his kid.
1, and then 2, he giving this bitch who worked at Foot Locker a 5-album deal. Like,
Well, don't keep the jokes on her, because 5 albums, ma'am. That's all Rashida had to say. Oh, the joke's on you. 5
Right.
albums. Roll up
And
the
you
window.
believe that?
Like,
and then the final situation, we have Nico and Margot show up to a fashion event in which Mimi versus Margot happens, and it looks like Mimi's emotions.
got
I don't know,
riled
every
up.
song is a Destiny Child song in my head.
Riled
Bitch
up.
grabbed up her arm,
I'm a
she
little
was
shocked
like,
at Mimi.
oh, so now
Just
you want
that
to
little
claim her
snippet.
now?
but I was into the fact Margot was like, "Nah, bitch, I'll be right here in your face."
but Mimi, no, if she wanted to give Margot the drugs, she could have gave her the drugs. When she did this, she could have just like, pop, and
You
blocked
think
her
Mimi
right
would
in
win?
the eye. She could have.
And that's it. Yeah, if she hit it
If
fast
she
enough.
really
know.
wanted to
Margot
give
looks
Margot
like
the
she
drugs,
scrapes.
she
You know what I'm
could have
saying?
gave
She like
Margot the
scrapes.
drugs.
If Mimi's gonna be a boss
since
in that
that
situation,
12 dozen roses
she
to
has
the
to not
face.
pay. She can't pay Margot any attention. Giving her all that play is weak on Mimi's part. I think.
I know,
because
like,
that's
she
making it
should've
look
been
like you still like the dude.
You gave her a slot on the Brady Bunch.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's true. Yeah, she could have been like,
Like, oh, you're relevant.
Like, who
'cause I'm
is that
here.
bitch? Anyway,
Like,
good
yeah.
night. Like, keep it moving.
Like, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
still, you're not relevant. Bye. Like, bye.
Well, on that note, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
me at Kennelia.
Me at Sensei Don't Play.
Me at I Am More Fire.
Until next week, same time, same place.
Peace.
From executive
Well-
producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.